Hey guys, it's Lost, and I was getting kind of tired of building, so I thought I'd do a update for Serenvale. I'm entering from the harbor. This is part of Option C if you watch the first video. Yeah, this is a commercial harbor. This is not for military boats. This is just for commerce. So over here we have a ship that isn't really built in the style of Serenvale, but I thought I'd just include it to add some emphasis that there's international trade. And then here is what I eventually, kind of a rough draft of what I want the boats of Serenvale to look like. Very Nordic, with some kind of fantasy, just made up stuff thrown in there. I think it looks really good, but there's some changes I already kind of want to make to it. So it looks alright. Up here we have a long row of cranes. Probably do a tutorial over that eventually, but these cranes are to unload fish and other supplies and things like that. More cranes. Here's a smaller ship and a couple other spots for smaller boats. There's just simply a canoe. That's not really a large boat. I used anvils here to show where you can tie off your boat to the dock. I think that's a kind of neat way to use anvils, and I don't know if I've ever seen it done that way before, so I thought that was a cool thing to do. Here we have spots for supplies that have just been dropped off, like iron ore, coal. Keep going around, there's lumber and stuff for farming, you can see. So I thought that was a cool way to fill up space. Over here we have a couple defensive battlements, trebuchets. I did a tutorial over this recently. I'd like to give a shout out to all the people who left comments, and it was a big hit apparently, so I'd like to thank all of you, that's awesome. I love that. That's great. So here are a couple trebuchets to defend Serenvale from the open waters. I'm gonna fly back here a little bit and get more into the market area. There's another catapult to defend the harbor. Different design than the trebuchet was. Let's let it render out a little bit. Here is a gate from the land. I'll go ahead and walk out here so you can see from the outside. Still sticking with the wooden walls. I really like the look of the dark wood. Got a couple comments on that from someone, I don't remember the name, but saying how they really liked it, and I thought I would give them a shout out because I included these towers like they said in the comment. So there you go, included a couple towers for you. I think they look good. So helping you out there. Here's an interior wall which I'm going to kind of use to separate different districts in Serenvale. It's basic, but it still looks strong because it has the tall wooden placements and the iron gates. I think it really makes it look strong still. So here is the main market area for Serenvale. Have a couple market stalls which I think are nice because they're built a little differently. Less Renaissance fair than what I've seen in other videos, and more realistic, I would believe. Since we're on the ocean and there's such weather and stuff, I thought they needed to be a little more fortified with wood instead of just tents. So there you go. Here's a sign that kind of gives directions. I'll take you into a couple of these buildings here. Here we have a market guard. There are a couple tables for sitting and chatting, and we have a armor rack, and over here we have a swords rack. And if we go upstairs we have sleeping areas, and then up there is a captain's quarters. It's just the same thing except he has his own little personal space. And then we have a special tower so you can look out over the harbor to watch, so that's kinda neat. If we go back downstairs, I can show you the other building I want to show, which is the Port Authority, and that's just basically for all the commerce and the trafficking. Can take tolls, stuff like that. I think it's right over here. Yeah, here's the Port Authority, and we have different little spots here for port inquiries, non-commercial toll, ship maintenance, port commerce. Then upstairs we have a space for the Port Harbor Master, Serenvale Harbor Master, and then his own sleeping area up in the tower. It's a nice building. I continued to stick with the round buildings with the domed roofs, but since this is a commercial area, I wanted to add some elevation, so I kind of started stacking circles and adding towers and stuff. Kind of neat. Continuing back here, there's more market stuff. Here's a market stall that's larger, and here's a market stall that's attached to this building. None of the buildings have been furnished, so we're not going to go in there. Come around the side here and leave the market area. We can follow this path to the residential district, or the beginnings of a residential district. The Doric district. I want all my residential districts to be set off with these trees, so this is kind of a centerpiece for the district, this nice tree I added here, and so I think I'm going to do that for all the residential districts, and you can see I've already kind of laid out a few frames here, but that's about all I've done. So here's another defensive battlement, and there's one over here too. I think they're placed nicely considering where attacks might come from, so I think that's kind of neat. As you can see, I continued this wall all the way around, and it connects back over where my first video update of Serenvale was, or my first video of Serenvale was. And if you haven't seen that, you might want to check it out. Eventually there's going to be a road right here coming in between those two buildings and going over here, and there's going to be a bridge, and it's going to come up here, and this is kind of my pride and joy of Serenvale so far. Up here is the guild, the Shipmasters Guild. So you can see by this sign here, Shipmasters Guild, and it's got this larger tree, but I still think it looks really nice. Here, I'll give you a little fly around. Has this kind of grand entranceway, still uses a lot of wood, still goes with the circles, the domed roof, but it looks pretty awesome, I think. Here's a nice fireplace, and I changed it up a little bit. Instead of having the point come to a point at the top and then spew out smoke, I thought I'd just make it bigger, kind of like fireplaces actually are. They have those gates at the top that let out smoke in all directions. I think that looks kind of cool. If we fly around, I added this little section here just to change it up so it wasn't one circle. So it also has some defensive capabilities with the iron grates. You could stick spears out of them, maybe shoot arrows, something like that. And this sail that I put on the top I think looks really cool, or turned out well, that's for sure. And this just kind of sets it off. It's the Harbor Masters Guild. This is the place people from all around the world will come. The best shipmasters, the best fishermen, best warriors, when it relates to the sea at least, will come here, and this would be the guild. And I think it, I don't know, I'm just kind of in love with it. Sorry, I'm geeking out a little bit, but whatever. Here's the inside. I haven't done much to this main hall, and I don't think I will do much. I think it'll just end up being a gathering area, and that's about all I think I'm gonna say about this, because I think I'm gonna do a separate video once I've finished it all to just about the guild itself, because I have some more ideas for it, and I think I'll do a separate video on that eventually. But there's the guild. So guys, I think I'm going to continue to work on this area here. For my next video, I'll hope to finish this residential area up and maybe expand over here, put another district in, maybe separate this nicer area up here for the guild, make some separate houses just for like the master warriors of the sea, master fishermen, all those, some special houses for them, something like that. And I'll just continue to build on this, and I think I'll keep doing this area, and then I'll move on. So you guys can take a look at the first video and tell me if you want me to go do option A or option B, which is the mountains, or the military area over here with the ocean, a lot of warships, stuff like that. What do you want to see next? Option A, which includes all the mountainous area, maybe a castle, or the military area, option B. So you can go ahead and post that in the comments below. I'd really like to thank all of you for everything. It's been quite a lot of fun making these videos, and I enjoy all the feedback I'm getting. Everything is great, so I'd invite you to leave a comment, subscribe, like the video if you did like it, I would invite you to do all those things. It means a lot to me. So I think I'll end that here. May you never walk alone.